Good afternoon, solar YouTubers. It is January the 18th, Sunday of 2025, and it is 2:16. And that's what I got coming in. Oh, here's the star of the show. She was sleeping. Want to get kissies? Kissies? There's a star. So I got 90 watts coming in. I got 81 coming off the grid. The load is 141. That's the refrigerator slash the modem and stuff. I had to run the Lucidity box. I had to run my fan and my heating blanket last night because my power here was we have an issue. Our neutral connections in our box is bad, and so when I went to bed last night, it was just fluctuating up and down, up and down. So I connected my fan and my heating blanket on this. So it was a constant. I didn't have to worry about anything. So I'm getting 3 amps, 3.5 on that one. And then I'm getting about 6.5 on that one. So only reason why the bottom battery gets first priority because it's all in one unit. You know what I'm saying? The 10 amp charge controller goes. That's the first load. That's the first battery that takes it. And this is in parallel through the connection, so it's not a true parallel like this. It's just a little bit different. So. Well, everything's looking good. Everything's running good. I'm getting kind of excited for the summer. There she is. She's sunbathing. Kind of excited with we're going to have some bad weather here next couple of weeks, cold-wise. But, hey, it's wintertime, we'd expect. It's always cold. When I grew up, I was born in '73, so I'm pretty old. I'd be 53 this year. And I just remember growing up, man, the '80s and the 70 and the '80s. It was cold. When it got winter time, dude, it was cold nonstop until it was spring. I don't remember, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's being in the '70s or the '80s. I just don't remember that stuff. But it is what it is. But the system's working good. And if power does go out, I can run my fan and my heating blanket off this for a good day. I got about 30 hours of running on this. You're looking at about 3 hours for that to be fully charged and 8 hours for that. So what will happen is when that gets charged, it will focus on that. So yeah, probably this week, maybe, if I'm too lazy. I'll stick that battery in that box where I have ports I can run. Got some stuff there I can run off of that. Put that monitor back in there in case I do really need it. So this connection here I'm playing with, that's plugged into that, would just go onto the prongs there. And if I need that box for some reason, I just take them off. Bam, there you go. Got the box. So, pretty excited. So probably what I would probably do is, all depends what setup I have. So I got a very versatile situation here. So I can take this box, this battery, and put in that box if I want. Like I got shocked, but I didn't. That wire poked me there. This is that little. You can see it there. That little wire. So I had my hand on that, and it felt like it was shocked, but it wasn't. It was it shouldn't have been, but it was a wire. So I can put that battery back into the box with the monitor on there, so it'd be by itself, like it is now, more or less. It's just this. This is the lazy way of doing this. And then I can hook that wire there, on to the out ports. That's easy. So I can connect that box to this box and everything be exactly the same. Only difference I have now is I got several connections back there, and I have this little power box here. I like this little power box. Let me show you guys. Red Auto used to make one. So you got your 2 in, and this here is goes into the Lucidity box, or that can plug in. You can plug that in to this battery by connections. I mean, it's really versatile. And this box will give you extra outputs. These are 3 cigarette lighters, and it has a light on it. You just hit the light button. So yeah, 3 phases. That's low, medium, high, and it doesn't have a flashing light. That is awesome. I hate those flashing lights. Yeah, I mean, I know it's for emergency and stuff. I just don't like them. So I can hook that to the Red Auto box if I want. Whatever, I don't know. And what's cool about this system is I can run my refrigerators, because I have a cigarette lighter off of the Lucidity box. I got 2 cigarette lighters here, or I got one cigarette lighter and 2 of your Type C there. So I can just run it off the box down there, run off of that, whatever. And so it's for this system, it's not really versatile, meaning this is pretty much an AC load only. Pretty much the power for and only. So if I want something like the power box, I would have to go with this kind of connection, and I got tons of them down there, to here on the positive and negative right here. Sorry about that, guys, I'm not even looking through my phone. Positive and negative, and have that, have it out. So if I need to access the battery bank for DC loads, then it'd be real easy to do. Undo these bolts, put in another connection. That'll be just like this here. And then I have access to DC. Right now I don't have DC. This is just pure AC. All those DC coming in, DC going out, you know what I'm saying? But AC going out because of the inverter. So convert this system to DC. It would be pretty easy. I like to repeat myself. I take these 2 bolts off, and like I said, I probably have about 5 of these connections here, 5 of these wires, 6 of these wires down inside that back box. So I'm going to show you guys the back box. If you guys haven't seen it for a while, this is my EB3A. That's my first, and I liked it. It's only 600 watts. It's only 268 watt hours, so it's not very long, you know what I'm saying? But just to charge up phones, little light. It can even run a fan for a minute or two. I mean, for an hour or so. I mean, it's not too bad. This is my. Everybody has a junk box. This is my junk box. Everything I need for my EB3A is sitting here to plug in. And these are all my wires. So they're all here. This is a Anderson to Anderson. Like I said, I have tons of those connections right there. And that's what it is. So I've got every connection you want to run the EB3A. To put everything together, I have all the connections. So, and this is a kind of an emergency kit. So I got, this is for the EB3A solar, straight off of solar panels. Anderson into the barrel plug. The barrel plug fits right down in here. Then I have the AC charging cord for EB3A. And then it goes right here if you want to charge it off the wall. There you go. That's about it. It's all in there. I like these Harbor Freight cases, and I love orange, so. And then I got tons of other wire and crap down there. This is my gauge that I bought here, and it is you can buy them already MC4 connected, or you can buy them regular and use it yourself. But this is, it doesn't work no more. It just quit working. So these are, I mean, they don't have very good reviews anyway, and a lot of YouTubers use them. But that's my second one I've gone through. And the first one was just really, it didn't last about 3 weeks maybe. Oh, that didn't shut very well. That shut out of the way. What, I got a wire or something hanging out there? Alright, yep, I do. And for those of you who don't know what this case is, it's kind of a, I was trying to make a case out of this. Trying to make a solar charge controller case to make it portable. I've used this for a while because my original setup was these two Red Odo batteries. Then I had this charge controller. It's not a bad charge controller. It's a 20 amp. And then I have that Red Odo 3000 watt inverter down there. Well, that's a 2000. My fault. That's a 2000 watt. 2000 watt? Yeah, 2000 watt inverter. And I had this set up for a while with the 400 watts up there. Then I had the other 200 watts on the other string, my bifacial. Pretty much over summertime I was running that. That was running my fan. So I was getting, free energy to run my fan and stuff. It's a pretty good setup. So I try to put this in a box so that when you go camping or you have something, you can just connect it real quick. And it's in the case. It's waterproof. There's really no ventilation in here, so it has to be open. I need to get these off the ground a little bit higher, and maybe put some kind of a fan blowing across here or something. I don't know, but the concept was this was the first charge controller I bought, but I didn't read the information on this, and I didn't realize that there was two different type of charge controllers. This is really made for your lead acid, your gel, it's the other chemistries. And with the screen that plugs in down there, you can go in and change the parameters and charge up the LiPo batteries, but it's not really made for that. So then I had to go and buy this one, and I've had this for about 2 years, I think, and it's done great. So that's what I was using my other setup. So the whole idea was have Anderson to MC4 connectors going in here. Coming out of this would be your Anderson. It'd be this plug-in here. Coming out would go to your batteries. Then it would charge your batteries, and then your connection from your inverter to the batteries. And so this was going to be just a quick disconnect situation. It's be waterproof, about rain or whatever. It was just an ideal that never really got finished. And I used this towards the end of the summer, like it is now. And I did get hot a little bit, but I got plenty of room here, so I need to get this off about an inch or so, and just have some flow on here. And I did have a fan on the inverter that was running off the batteries. That was cooling it down, so it was pretty cool. All right, this video is pretty long. My average video watch is about 6-7 minutes, so this is longer than normal. If you stayed with me, thank you. And you guys will have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later.